When we talk about wearing a mask, we usually picture a fake smile at a party or a physical disguise, but the thickest armor we wear doesn't look like a disguise at all. Our most effective defenses are built from intellect and a polished sense of apathy. We use these worldviews to keep reality at a safe, manageable distance. This shows up in the physical posture of indifference, the quick "who cares" or the casual "so what." It functions like a structural shrug. We adopt this posture to appear resilient and unbothered. In reality, maintaining that indifference requires a massive piece of psychological architecture, balanced on a fragile pillar. The engine driving this machinery is predictive processing. We take in a complex world, and our brain acts as a filtering machine. This constant sorting grays out the world. Instead of engaging with raw, unpredictable events, we predict the ordinary, tossing every new experience into identical, empty buckets. We end up building mental maps to explain our lives. While those maps feel safe, they insulate us from the actual wonder and surprise of experience. There is a specific fraction of a second where the mind takes a messy, real-world experience and quietly swaps it out for a clean, conceptual diagram. We see this in how we handle hardship. We pave an iron road, treating grief or complexity as an enemy to be fought, or a wall that we need to constantly reinforce. We turn our emotional pain into academic nomenclature. We label our struggles and analyze our trauma, because a diagram doesn't ask us to actually feel the ache. We even do this through a strategy of preemptive vulnerability, the act of cracking our own armor from the inside out. We rush to expose our own flaws before anyone else can. We crack our shells to control the narrative, using this performance to manage how we are seen. This creates a sycophantic mirror. It flatters our flaws, turning our worst habits into psychological flourishes that keep real, messy human connection at a distance. Our most sophisticated self-awareness becomes a final layer of insulation. We use our own insights to avoid the territory of real life. But this rigid psychological architecture is doomed to fatigue. A wall built to resist every single wave eventually collapses from the effort. Then a visceral loss arrives, the kind of grit that our intellectual gloss cannot dissolve. A phone call at 6:08 on a Monday morning. The entire mental system shatters in this moment. The grid fails because a real person is breaking down, and an abstract specimen cannot hold them. A perfectly drawn map cannot generate warmth. It offers zero protection against the actual cold coming off the field of grief. Reality eventually demands that we bleed. No amount of theoretical architecture can substitute for raw, lived experience. When the rigid grid of our gradiction shatters, we are forced to find a different way of moving through the world. This is where we encounter the concept of Wu Wei. Wu Wei functions like the water in that stream. It meets a jagged rock and simply takes the shape on offer. It keeps its name and its momentum by refusing to argue with the obstacle. It is the difference between the library, where we build abstract frameworks, and the kitchen, where messy, demanding, relational reality happens. Psychological freedom is standing in that kitchen without a framework to mediate the experience. It is letting a cup be a cup without needing to narrate its significance. We can keep our maps, but we have to stop confusing them for the ground we walk on. Step out of the architecture, let the internal commentary go quiet, and allow yourself to experience the unforced morning exactly as it is. Put the diagram in a drawer. The world is waiting.